Sir. Please don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, okay? Sir, I am warning you, sir.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about some stuff that Respawn themselves may have accidentally leaked a little bit earlier, and how it's pretty much at this point confirmed coming to the game, getting ready for Season 16. We're going to cover all that. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill as always, but now let's talk about what Respawn themselves leaked. So when Apex Legends launched the Spellbound Collection event, they actually put a lot of stuff in the game that wasn't yet ready for release. One of the most notable ones was the Horizon nerf, and as some of you noticed, that if you took her tactical, you really couldn't aim on it or shoot with any kind of accuracy whatsoever. Now, this was actually officially noted as a accidental nerf. Josh Medina actually said that sometimes things escape that aren't fully ready for primetime, especially with ALGS coming up, and Respawn also officially noted that they had reverted it back to before the 15.1 update. This was a pretty clear indicator that with the ALGS coming up, they weren't going to do any major buffs or nerfs, but afterwards you could expect to see one. And it's also important to know that Seer will also be getting a nerf right around the same exact time, most likely once again due to the ALGS. Josh Medina once again pretty much confirmed this by saying that he had it in the works, but they were waiting on some future things, which was most likely his heirloom and ALGS be over before they finally did it. And also, just in case you were hopeful that Horizon was going to be getting an heirloom just because she's getting a nerf, that doesn't seem to be the case either, as the Respawn team haven't figured out what to give her, and it seems that all indications and leaks are pointing towards Ash. Plus, you know, we have a ton of buffs and nerfs going on in Season 16 as well in general, as there is an entire new class rework system and a new class even being added in called Skirmisher. Personally, I'm most interested to see what the Mirage and Pathfinder rework are, but going back to that Horizon nerf that came a little early, and we actually know this is the case because we've seen this before, there's a reason why it has a lot of significance for a future one. Back in Season 12, Respawn accidentally did an unintentional Rampart buff for her Sheila ultimate, which right around the time of Season 13, they reworked her entire kit, and they also did that exact same Sheila buff that we had seen early. For some reason, Respawn just sometimes accidentally lets slip buffs and nerfs, but this is even further confirmed because they leaked a whole lot more. You see, there was a Lulu Lovely skin that after receiving some backlash after articles were put out, Respawn decided to add her name onto the skin for a little lore blur. Now, unfortunately, they spelled it wrong, and so Respawn made an official tweet saying, "This is embarrassing. Recently, we had a new UI update in play. Apex meant to highlight the talented artists and creators we work with for in-game items and sadly it shipped early and incomplete, very similar to the Horizon nerf and also that Rampart one from so long ago." So now we have two things that have accidentally been leaked in this patch, both of which have been confirmed coming to the game at a later date. So this next one is going to make players absolutely happy, as it's something we've asked for a very long time. Some people might have noticed that if you try to use the Easter eggs in the firing range to make the dummies fight back against you, they are now stuck in a T-pose and the force multipliers just stick out straight from their stomach. Along with that, the third person mode was actually broken, as Bloodwest shows right here. You can't go to third person anymore, and a dev actually said that wasn't an intentional change. He'll see if we can find out what caused it and get it fixed. I know it's important to people. Kralrindo actually did find a solution for this already. He was able to throw a grenade, eliminate himself, and in the legend select screen come back in third person mode. And Garretleaks even found some very unique animations going on with the dummies, where they seem to have some kind of Loba teleporter thing going on. That's a lot of bugs to be happening to the firing range, especially since it wasn't touched outside of that at all whatsoever. There were a couple additional things that devs themselves pointed out, such as there was a blank ping and emote wheels in the firing range, and they have something ready for a fix in the future patch, along with all the other firing range bugs, including a glitch with the Sentinel where because it now only takes one shield cell to charge up, if you have a gold shield on, you can do it infinitely. But why is all this stuff going on with the firing range? Well, it's pretty clear at this point that the giant leak we got in Season 12 with the firing range, with all the new upgrades and features, including the ability to have the fighting dummies fight back against you, have the targets in the back move faster, is finally coming to fruition. But what it also likely means is that things like the third person Easter egg, you'll actually be able to activate in game. Otherwise, there's no reason for it to all of a sudden mysteriously disappear and stop working. This is very good news because we've only received minor firing range updates, such as the fact that they did add in the throwing knife after the gun run LTM, and they also added the Bangalore challenges from her season, so they've slowly been trying to increase it more and more. But the thing that players want most is just being able to practice and warm up, and so all these features that came in the giant leak look absolutely fantastic. But do keep in mind that Season 16 is still planned for the Nemesis. That is going to be the force multiplier that we can be looking forward to be practicing in the firing range with this brand new update. Let me know down below, are you excited for these kind of updates, or do you want to see something a little bit more substantial? And how do you feel about some of the nerfs and buffs that were listed as well? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.